Hello, I am Clevelon Gordon, USI 1052214. Viewer Advisory. This video gives an account of events that may be traumatic or psychologically distressing to some viewers. Discretion is advised. This session was recorded with the client's explicit, written and verbal consent, strictly for educational purposes, and does not constitute clinical advice. Should you experience distress, please consult a qualified professional. Thank you for listening with care. In January 2005, unprecedented rainfall triggered catastrophic flooding along Guyana's densely populated coastal region. Nearly 290,000 individuals were affected, representing 40% of the national population. And infrastructure damage exceeded $460 million. This event constituted collective trauma. The following testimony documents the personal impact of that crisis. It examines the immediate aftermath, the long-term recovery process, and the resilience demonstrated by those who endured.
Good afternoon, Ms. Sharon.
Good afternoon.
My name is Clevelon Gordon, and today I'll be serving as your therapist. I've heard that you've experienced some dramatic events in the 2005 flood. Care to elaborate on that?
Yep. Well, the 2005 flood was so dramatic that the whole place did flood out. Everybody around the neighborhood experienced it because it was a massive flood. Even the street them, they flood out, right? So even for get out on the main to catch a transportation, had to go out barefoot, hold your shoes and everything in your hand, and then when you reach on the road, you wash your foot. Even the road, the water is running over some parts, and then you put on your thing from there and go where you gotta go.
Okay, so how did you manage to, other than that, cope with these effects?
Well, that part was terrible because at the time there were no flush toilets. At least some people had, but not everybody. Me personally did not, so we had to deal with the yard toilet. So that was a terrible experience. So I would not like to go back down that road.
Okay, so have these events affect you now that you're older?
Well, what must I say? In a sense, yeah, because when you look back at a child, at them time, you won't like say for like your children, they experience that part of it. You understand, for deal with the toilet issue and the nasty water and this kind of thing.
Okay. So do you feel any pain reflecting on these issues?
Yeah, because from then to now, like certain things that you lost, you never get back. You understand, things like we had like turkey and ducks and fowl, and you know, and you're trying, but like you never find your way back to that point in time. You understand? But you're still not giving up. You just keep trying because we had so many turkeys, camudi and alligator and this kind of thing, and we lost it and we never. And I always want to get back this turkey because I like them, but.
Now, thank you for sharing your experiences in this event. Wow.
Okay.
Analysis. The client was allowed to freely express their thoughts, whatever as it may. The therapist didn't interrupt, but only chimed in or commented when the client was finished speaking or expressing. Additionally, the therapist maintained utmost attention during this interview. This was displayed through gestures, such as slight nodding of the head and maintaining eye contact. Moreover, this concludes the recorded testimony. Sincere appreciation is extended to the client for their willingness to contribute to this educational resource. Viewers are advised that engagement with trauma-related content may evoke distress. Should support be required, please consult a licensed mental health professional. I am Clevelon Gordon, USI 1052214. This material is presented in accordance with ethical standards for professional education. Thank you.